Welcome to Once Upon a Recipe. I'm your host, Rana Maz. All Syrian around the world are proud of their cuisine because it's very rich and full of delicious flavors. Some of the dishes even have funny names, making you wonder about the story behind them. And that is what we will do today. We will discover the story behind Haraa Osbao, or burnt finger. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a man who loved food very much. One day, he returned home from work hungry. As soon as he opened the door, he smelled the lovely aroma of cilantro and garlic fried in olive oil. Next, he spotted a pot of lentils with tamarind and cuts of dough still cooking on the stove. He couldn't resist and dipped his finger in the pot to taste. Of course, his finger burned badly. At that moment, his son came into the kitchen asking, "What's for dinner?" And at that exact moment, the mother who saw the whole husband scene exclaimed, "Oh, he burned his finger." The son thought that was the name of the dish. And since then, the dish has come to be known as Haraa Osbao, or burnt finger. Now, what aroma did the man smell that he couldn't resist? Let's discover it together. We will need lentils, pasta, pita bread, onion, cilantro and garlic, tamarind molasses or tamarind paste, pomegranate molasses, lemon juice, olive oil. As for the spices, we will need black pepper, cumin, and salt to taste. The list of ingredients will be online as well at newamerikansmedia.com. Also, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Now, back to the recipe. First, we start with our pasta. I boiled my pasta, drained the pasta, and then I used the water here for cooking my lentils. Now, because the lentils take a long time, I already start my lentils here. It's been cooking for about 20 minutes now. Lentils is a very healthy protein, and there's different kind of lentils. There's brown lentils, which I'm using today. There's red lentils, green lentils, and black lentils. Now, let's start adding some of the ingredients. So now I'm adding the lemon juice and pomegranate molasses, which we talked about before. And there's a new ingredient here. I don't know if any of you is familiar with it. It's tamarind paste. Tamarind is widely used in Africa, in Asia, in the Middle East. But it's very healthy. They use it for medical reasons. It's also full of antioxidants, and it has also some minerals and vitamins in it. Now, I forgot the olive oil. I'm gonna add it here. And now we will add our spices. Black pepper, the cumin. I'm not gonna add so much salt, because we use the water for the pasta. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of salt, and then we can taste at the end. Now, while these are hanging out here and cooking about 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you how to prepare the rest of the ingredients, which is the onion and the pita bread. I'm gonna cut it for you to see how we're gonna do it. But before we start, we will, we have to preheat our oil because it needs to be really hot. So the pita bread is very thin pita bread. They call it Syrian bread. Or you can get any kind of pita bread. Now I'm gonna cut into small squares here. Stack it like this and cut. will set those aside. Now we have to cut the onion. Put your fingers like this so you don't cut your finger. And this is how we go. So if you want your onion to be like more crispy, you can just add, and this is what I'm gonna do now and show you. We add just like a tablespoon of flour. We just sprinkle over our flours like this and try to fluff it so the flour kind of get into most of the slices like this. Now we'll just check our oil. Hopefully it's getting hot now. Here we go. We just give it a try with one piece. And now I didn't make so much because I have some ready for me. Just here we go. It doesn't take so long for the bread to be done. Just about like 2 minutes. It's almost done, see? Very quickly, very quick. Doesn't take so long. But the oil needs to be really, really hot. Bread here. The kind of bread I'm using today is very thin, but there's like a different kind, maybe a little bit thicker, but doesn't take more than 2-3 minutes to cook. Very, very easy, very quick. Here we go. Done. So now that we're done with our bread, we will add our onion. Here we go. Just gonna probably turn this a little bit lower. You can guys also get the French onion that we use usually with the green beans casserole. You will find it at most of the stores, especially during the Thanksgiving. I'll show you. It's not the same, but it can do the job. While this cooking, I have already prepared some for me. This is the onion, how it should look at the end. So I'm just gonna have half of the amount and the rest almost half, because I'm gonna use the rest for garnishing. And also we have here the garlic we talked about, the garlic and the cilantro. It's very easy to make. Just we put 1 tablespoon of olive oil. We fried the garlic and the cilantro. So we're gonna use half of it here also. I don't know if you either like the cilantro or you don't like it. If you don't like it, you can skip this. It's not a big deal. And we have here our pasta also. We will add it. Our dish is almost ready. I prefer to use a small cut of pasta. I used to see my mom like making a large sheet of dough and cut into small squares, and it really takes so much time. For our generation, it's really easier that we use the pasta because it's the same ingredients, same dough. So why bother? Now we will leave our pasta cooks for 5 minutes. Our dish is ready now, and we will plate it now. And this is where all the, artistic areas start. You can show how all the colors, everything. Now, for this one here. Okay. And let's play with the garnishing again. So here, our pita bread, we got some here. This is already cooled off, so we will use those. Start to put some here. That's just the way you like. Maybe you can make a circle of it, just the way you like. This is I'm just gonna think about doing this. Garnishing is really my favorite thing. I really like, playing with all the ingredients and making like just artwork. And now here we have the cilantro. Can add some here. Just right next to the pita bread. I'm gonna use some more pita bread. It's crunchy, yummy. Why not? Now we have the onion here. Here. Now, if you only have these ingredients, it's fine, because I use the pomegranate seeds for not just for garnishing. It's also it really tastes good. So just add some here, and this is for, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the pomegranate. This is the pomegranate. It's really, really good, and also it's full of antioxidants. So can you imagine how much nutrition and benefits in this dish? It's really good and full of nutrition. So, and this is how it looks. Just gonna try just a bite. Just try to get some of everything. Here we go. And here's the moment of truth. Let's try. Oh my God. And this is out of this world. This is one of my favorite dishes, of course, because I was raised in Damascus, and this is very, very famous dish in Damascus. And this is Haraa Osbao, or burnt finger. I would love to hear from you if you burned your finger while making this recipe. Let me know. You can email me on recipe@newamericansmedia.com. See you next time on Once Upon Recipe. Salam.